Hi guys, this is Aishvarya and welcome back to my channel Life with a Drama. So this is a continuation of the last video that I made, and yeah, I realized that it had a lot of drama. It was, I mean, crying on camera is not something that I planned to do, but I did shoot a couple of videos. I shot it like, first I shot it, I don't remember the date, but then the second shoot that you guys watched was 15 days after that. I thought that I would be in a better place, in a better situation, and it would be apt for me if I give it some time, because it is obviously not something that anyone would want to make a video out of, and it is not something very happy, and I was not supposed to be happy and smiling and everything, and but crying for me is something that I really did not want to, or I did not plan on. But then no matter how many shots I take, I always ended up crying. So, and then later on I realized that no matter what I do, I will, this is something that I cannot really escape. So I just posted the last video, but yeah, this video I'm quite determined that I'm not gonna cry at all. So, and it is basically about the second part. After I got my miscarriage, I was supposed to go for my second appointment after miscarriage 15 days after that, and on in that ultrasound I was supposed to get a better picture of if my womb is clear because of the pills. I was not supposed to undergo a surgery, but then if it was not clear, if parts of my baby, whether it was or it was not, I don't know, but if parts of my baby was still there in me, I was supposed to get a DNC, which is the surgical process that the doctor suggested in the first place. So I was supposed to go through that, so which I really did not want, and I thought it would be easy because it is just the starting. I was 2 months pregnant, and it would be easy on me because in my mind I was determined that whatever I have done is something for the good of everyone. I mean, just because I did not want to take the pain of separation, I did not really wanted to ruin someone's life, and even if it is a possibility that abnormality can arise, physical, mental, whatsoever, I would not go for that. So waiting for was not an option for me or for my husband for that matter, and my husband has been really supportive of whatever I decide, and yeah, uh, so we went to the doctor. I went for the ultrasound, and negative vibes again, and for some reason the transvaginal ultrasound that I go through every time, it was really very painful this time. I mean, for some reason, the basically a transvaginal ultrasound is where you have a rod which is like this big. It they get it into you. It's forced into your vaginal opening, and from there they get to see the internal picture of the uterus, and how the baby is developing, or in my case, has the baby completely come out or not. But yeah, this time it was like it was a little more painful than the other times. So yeah, I was telling not to, it was paining, and then they said that you just need to relax and everything will go smooth. And again I was getting these negative vibes, and yeah, when I showed the doctor the reports, she immediately said that my uterus was not empty, which is the worst case scenario. So before she could say anything else, before she could really suggest surgery, I ended up asking her if there was any medicine that that could help me uh, with the process, and yeah, she told me that Aishvarya, we have already put you on medicine first, but then later on she did tell me that the misoprostol which I was taking for miscarriage, um, she suggested that I take two of those misoprostol again tonight, on the day we met the doctor. She told us to take it that day, and two medicines the next day. So that would again cause some contractions, but the pain would not be as severe as it was before. But yeah, so uh, that would again contract your the contractions would take place, and whatever is remaining in the uterus would flow out. So I am still bleeding a little sometimes, and it has been like more than a month, quite more than a month, and I have been properly bleeding for 25-28 days, which is a lot. uh, when we go through periods, like 5 days we get so weak, and then this is like 25 days, almost a month maybe. I'm still bleeding, as I said, a little here and there, so I would not call it proper bleeding. But then yeah, I really bleeded for 25-28 days, which was the reason I could not do anything all this while, hence my plump and healthy me that is evident in the videos as well, in the photos as well. So yeah, I am still facing so much of problem in sitting, walking, working is something which is really exhausting for me now. I know I should have hit the gym. I tried. I asked the doctor whether I should exercise or not. It is not just for the physical fitness, but exercise really makes me feel good. Even yoga or something of that sort. But she told me not to. She told me that I was not supposed to even walk for more than 5-10 minutes, and that too very light walking. So yeah, that was about it. So I was not allowed to work. I was not allowed to work. I tried working, and it the results were disastrous. I was down with so much of weakness later on, and then I realized that I was not supposed to like bend down and work. Even preparing a meal for me was such a task now, which was one of my favorite things. Cooking is one of my favorite things, and now I could not really do that, enjoy it. So yeah, that became a difficult thing. So the next time that I went to the doctor, she told me that my womb was not yet clear. So I took the medicines again, went through the same procedure again, and yeah, I took a second opinion as well. And it is then that I realized that maybe after my first cycle now, I mean, after I stop bleeding, after 6 weeks, I am expected to have my first periods again. So after that, after my first periods gets over, I will undergo again an ultrasound, where they will see whether it's empty or not. And in the meanwhile, I am, as of now, there has been no symptoms of infection. If infection would have been a case, I had to have gone through that whole procedure of DNC. But there are certain symptoms, fever and odor and everything else. So as of now there are no symptoms as such, so I am not going for the surgical sorry for the surgical process for now. And yeah, that was the whole physical aspect of the miscarriage as of now till date. And as of for the mental, I'm so sorry, I'm just stumbling so much. For the mental thing, um, trust me, you guys, this is not something that anyone will plan. This is not something that anyone will wish for their child, unborn child maybe. And yeah, but things will happen. Things will go very wrong. Plus there'll be this. It is the inner self with which you have to really deal with, because you'll be blaming yourself for no reason. Because I specifically asked doctor if there was any of my fault, something that I did, something that I didn't do, and or something that I didn't eat, or I didn't take care of myself, or anything of that sort. But then doctor cleared it that it happens most often, that the connection is not really healthy, and the nutrition does not reach the baby, and things like this happen. And I know saying this right now is so easy, but then it was not so when it happened, and it will never be. But yeah, what's happened has happened, and you and me cannot really undo what's been done. So apart from that being said, there's one thing that you all ladies need to know about this process. One, it's not your fault. So stop blaming yourself. The most common thing that happens during this period is you go through depression, which is absolutely not required. There is so much of negativity inside you, there's so much of negativity around you. I mean, people will blame you no matter what. I've heard nasty things, and like, you know, my mother was explaining that this happened, भगवान की यही मर्जी थी and all, and that lady told कि खुद से ध्यान रखा जाता नहीं है, and लोग पर at the end लोग भगवान को दोष दे देते हैं. So I don't know how to react to those things, and it's just an example. People will get, I guess, more bitter things. It will happen no matter what, no matter how good people are around you. There will be some people who are negative, and already you are dealing with the negativity inside you. You are not really in for the negativity around you, so just avoid people. You do not really want to, I mean, have a conversation with a negative person at this moment, so avoid that. That being said, apart from that, do something creative, do something, or involve yourself in something which is non-toxicating at this moment. Non-toxicating is a heavy word, and yeah, that was the apt thing. Another thing is, which is the reason that I started making videos on this, was, ladies, this was not your fault, so there's no point punishing yourself. If the baby would have been here, you would have been happy, you would have been taking care of yourself, even when you do not want to. I mean, if you don't want to take care of yourself, there are times that you don't take care of yourself. But then when the baby is there, you will obviously take care of yourself. But then now is the time that there's no baby, there's so much of negativity, there is a huge loss, and there's no one around you who's that supportive. Generally there's no one. So because I have seen people who have absolutely no one. I am blessed to have such a nice family, such nice people, such nice friends around me, but then not everyone is that lucky. So yeah, the process is the same. A female body goes through the same process. The only difference is the baby would have been here. Here in this case the baby is not there, but the body needs the same care as it would have been in the positive conditions. So if you talk about taking care of yourself, you will not feel like taking care of yourself, but this is the time that you most need yourself more than anyone else. The ghee that you were talking about in pregnancy, that everyone was suggesting, have ghee and have gond ka laddu and have panjiri and have so many other things, make sure you have it right now. Because I mean, after miscarriage, all of my bones, all of my joints, all of these joints were paining so much, so much. I still cannot sit straight. Sitting is a problem for prolonged period. Maybe 15-20 minutes it's fine, but more than that I cannot really sit, I cannot really work. But I'm trying to slowly, steadily, I am recovering. And people who have gone through this period, your bones once lose the thing, lose the strength, it will take a lot of time to get it back. So have that. Even if you get a little plump, it's okay. When you get on your feet again, when you dive into your daily work again, you will shed all the weight that you have put on. But then if you lose the strength, it is gonna take really long, and some people do not get it back at all. And people who say that drinking ghee and making things out of ghee and eating that makes you fat and everything, that's absolutely rubbish. Because oil is something that makes you fat. Ghee generally doesn't make you fat if taken in an appropriate amount. I don't say drink ghee all the time, but have a little ghee. It will strengthen your bones, it will help you recover fast, and it has all the right things that you need right now inside your body. So do not avoid that. You will get fit, trust me. In a month or so, maybe I will start my jogging, I will start exercising, and I will come back to my shape. So just take care of yourself. That's so important, which no one really addresses at this moment. Everyone is concerned with the story, how it happened, what did you do wrong. Everyone is eyeing you. I mean, they're looking for opportunities to make you feel worse because you're already feeling bad. So yeah, apart from that, you're the only one who can take care of yourself, and I expect each and everyone to take care of themselves, because trust me, if we don't, no one else will. So yeah, this was the major concern. That's why I went through the whole process, so that you don't feel alone when something of this sort happens. I don't wish anyone the same process. I don't wish anyone remotely close to what happened, but there are circumstances which are not in our control, and if something happens, because no one will talk about it really, so you should have someone to talk to, and trust me, I am always available for these things. People can just come up and talk to me. I am not a person, basically making this YouTube channel and talking to you was a way I wanted to create my own people with whom I could talk. I mean, I am qualified enough to do other work, but to be able to talk, to be able to make a community where you are heard, you are just not alone. So that is what makes the world for me. And my leg is all asleep, and I will need another 5 to 10 minutes to wake this right leg of mine up. And trust me, this will create a lot of problem for many people, but deal with it. You don't have a choice, you have to deal with it. Just smile and be happy. Netflix has been my best friend. I have never been a TV girl, I never used to watch TV, but since some time I have been glued to Amazon Prime and Netflix, just because I do not want that negativity to creep in again, and I don't want to go back to the zone that I came from. So yeah, engaging yourself, involving yourself, and especially this happened because I was all alone. There is no family that's there with me. I live alone, so that happens a lot. So it happens most of the time with everyone, because no matter who is there with you these days, first of all, there are people who live alone because of job, because of whatsoever reason. So you need people to talk to, and trust me, when you get them, it is so much easier. The process becomes so much easier. And yeah, that was all for this video, and that's all that I really wanted to convey. And I still get comments about why did I post a pregnancy vlog even after a miscarriage. I have given my reasons. The miscarriage video would not have made sense until and unless I posted the pregnancy vlog. I did make some pregnancy symptoms video and other videos, but I am at this moment I am in no mood to publish that. Maybe sometime later, maybe some years later, maybe whatsoever. But yeah, this was it for this video, and I hope to make some new content and come up like ever. So yeah, be happy, stay healthy, and have fun. That's most important. Bye bye, take care, see you next time.